Hi everybody, how you doing? It's another hot day. And the other day I was talking about you teaching your dog some new tricks and behaviours through the next few weeks when it gets really hot so that you don't have to walk your dog quite so far. And so today I thought I'd give you a list of some you can try. Some of them, they start off fairly basic. If your dog can do all of these, then let me know and I'll come up with some more sophisticated ones. But these are relatively basic, and some of you will know how to do all of them anyway. And why not send me a little video? I'll post a little video so we can have a little look, see what your dog's doing. But anyway, so here's my list. I'll list them out underneath this video as well, so that you've got the list there without having to listen to me prattle on again. Right, spins both directions. As you're walking along, stationary in front of you, stationary next to you. And you could even try getting the dog to spin behind your head, behind your back. Walk all the way around you in both directions, and you can do that as you're walking along. Weaves. First of all, figure of 8 round your legs, then walking forwards, walking backwards. Or put 3 or 4 people in a row and get your dog to weave between all of you. Sending round a post. So if you've got a washing line, or you can even use a chair or something, send your dog round a post. Or you could send your dog, get him sitting at one point. So put a post there or a chair there, put another one a few feet away and send your dog to that one with you standing a bit further away. So you're sort of like a triangle shape. It's called redirection, and you can create a square and redirect them, or you can redirect all over the place really. I quite like to use goalposts and rugby pitch posts in fields. It comes in quite handy because they're quite a nice distance. Roll over, play dead, send him to a pole and round it. I don't know if I just said that one. Standing inside a box. Cat litter trays are quite handy if you've got one of them, or depends how big your dog is as to how big the box has to be. Standing on top of the box, and then once they're on top of the box, actually you can do the sit to stand, and if the box is big enough, sit down and stand. Do them in a random order so your dog never knows quite what direction they're going to do. Coming and standing immediately behind you and then walking forwards and backwards immediately behind you, or you can make them come through your legs and just stand there with his head through your legs from behind. Or you can, even if it's a small enough dog, if it's too big a dog you can't do this, get the dog to put his front paws, like come through your legs from behind, front paws on your feet, and then you can move forward and you can move back. I did try teaching Bailey to do this once and then realised that actually I couldn't move when he put his front paws on my feet. Just wasn't going to go. What else have I got? Tidying up, so tidying toys away or picking paper up and things like that. You can get a box, fill it up with screwed up paper and hide their toys in it, or hide their food in it so that they scramble for that. Depends how tidy and untidy you don't mind your house going. Hide their food all around the garden. You can hide their food in little pots around the garden. It depends on what their searching skills are. Some dogs sort of like get totally confused when you take things off the ground. They'll hide them on the ground, find them on the ground quite happily, but hide a bit further up. You can hide toys. You can teach them names of toys and then get them to go and find a specific toy by name. Or you can teach them, if you buy pairs of toys, so you've got more than two sets, but each type of toy you've got 2 of them, you can actually teach your dog to actually go and find a pair of toys. That one sometimes gets people to struggle a bit how they're going to teach that, so come and ask if you want to know that one. And the last one I'm going to say is, I mentioned it the other day, the bucket game. Now, a bucket game is a method or way of teaching the dog to stand totally still whilst something is done to him. So it could be at the vet's or it could be at the groomer's, but actually it gives the dog a choice. so that whilst the dog is actually quite happy, his nose is wherever it has to be. Sometimes it's in people's hands, sometimes it's actually on top of something, but then it can move his head away to say, I've had enough for now. So that's a little list of things you can start teaching your dog. There are hundreds and hundreds, but they're the more basic things, starting to get a little bit more complicated towards the end, but hopefully that will give you some games. Most of them are fairly stationary. Don't spend hours teaching them, because dogs will get tired very, very quickly. So do it in short bursts. 5 minutes a couple of times a day, it's plenty, but it'll tire the brain out, and they won't be so stir crazy if you're struggling trying to get a decent enough walk into them during the day. And the other thing I want to say, I just said a gnome, then I'm trying so hard not to put so many of them in. The other thing I want to say is I have just launched my special, whoops, my cat's just dumped up on the desk and the other one's gone away. I've just launched my special 12-week ultimate puppy training program, and if you want some more details for that, it is really an intensive program intending to get your puppy listening to everybody in the family, doing different activities with different people in the family, but also getting all the rules and manners, the dog, stopping the dog pulling, making sure it comes back, but actually putting a real deep foundation behaviours in. And it's a 12-week, 3-month program. And if you want some details for that, I'll put a link into the bottom of this post as well. So have a great day and speak to you soon.